Good morning, you absolute legends. Yes, we are back in the Cotswolds. It is a little bit windy today, guys. We've had to come back because another pond's turned to pea soup. And it's very rare because this pond has never turned to pea soup. It's a bit windy, guys. I'll flip you around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, you legends, yeah. We are trying to cover the microphone because it is very windy, guys. Yep, as you can see, the pond, you can't even see the fish. Well, you can see them a little bit. There's hardly any flow coming out of the drum. It is flowing, but it's not as it should be. The pump's down there, so I think the first thing we're going to have to do is switch the electric fence off. A bit short, because I don't want to get another blooming pisser off that. I tell you what, that gives it a kick, that does. So, turn the electric fence off from there. She's had all the bushes cut down, guys. Don't know if you remember. We have got the trusty pond vac. We've got some hose. You guys. I've got the big 30,000 pump. We've got the trusty old Stanley. I've got some pipe. So these come with a pond vac. But then I'm going to attach some 2-inch pipe, guys, and drill a hole in that half. And I'll tell you for why, because this pond is full of gravel. I've got my big black cock with me, you legends. Sorry, guys. I've got my big black coffee with me, you legends. How's the old hair looking? Oh, yes. Bit windswept. But yeah, guys, you can barely see the fish. So this pond's had blanket weed, which has blocked up the pump. Hello, doggy. Yeah, so you can just about see the fish. They're about 2 foot down, I think they are. So yes, guys, it started off with some blanket weed when the temperature picked up, and then that had blocked the pumps up, and then the pond just turned to pea soup. So she's put in, I'll flip you around because it doesn't seem so windy. She's put in 2 doses of that blanket weed resolve, and it's done absolutely nothing, guys. So I have brought some Kasuri Gold with me, which I'm going to put in when I leave. But my plan today is to clean out the pumps, clean out the drum pump, make sure that the drum's empty, and I need to do that as well properly, because a while ago from the waste, it just used to spill out onto the side and used to make a right mess. So I dug a pipe, a 4-inch pipe, into the bushes over there, just to sort of stop the garden from going boggy. So I need to check that that's emptying properly. We need to clean out both of them pumps. That one pump that's there should be over here somewhere. So we're going to clean out both the pumps, check the drum, you guys, and then we'll get the pond vac set up, try and vacuum out all this blanket weed from the bottom, and then it won't block the pump up, and then it should clear. Because, you legends, let me flip and show you. You absolute legends. It's very windy today. I'm trying to cover this. So as you can see, we've got a 75 watt UV there, which has got a separate pump which powers that. And then on the end here, through the bushes, maybe stacked it. It's got an 110 watt ORs UV, so this pond should not be green in the slightest. I think the problem that it has had is the fact that the pumps have got blocked up and there's no circulation, and that's why it's gone green. So without further ado, Scooby-Doo, a doggy doing a big fat pile of poo. Let's do this. Nice. Yes, guys, sorry about the wind. But as you can see, they are totally gunked up. And I think that's the reason why everything's going pear-shaped, because that's blocking up the pump, and then that's reducing the flow. The old blanket weed, that's reducing the flow, the Floella Benjamin, and then obviously because the water's not circulating properly, that's ruining the whole filtration side of things. So I'll get these all cleaned out, you legends, and then we'll get the pond vac set up. We'll check the drum, and then but you can see, you legends, that this is the issue here. It's completely blocking everything up. I'm sorry about the wind, guys. I will buy that microphone that I was talking about in my last video. I'll put this down because that's muggy. cleaned out, guys. Then we'll check the drum, make sure that's emptying properly. And then we'll start pan vacuuming, and I'll show you my little trick which I'm going to use so I don't suck up all the gravel. Nice! Houston, we have a problem. Guys, check them out. Absolutely blocked solid the whole flipping drum with blanket weed, which is a nightmare in itself. But then look at this. That's the waste tray. It's absolutely full of blanket weed. Full to the brim, guys. And there's all crap in here as well. So we're going to have to clean all of this out. I need to check that that pipe's okay, because it runs over there into the bushes, guys. What an absolute nightmare. And all the crap that come out of the pumps, you legends. So that resolve hasn't worked at all, has it really? Look at the state of that. It's a lot bigger than the flipping pump. And that's come out of that pump, which does the UV, and that one which does the drum. So that's me looking. That resolve, guys, has done absolutely nothing. So I don't know what we're going to do here. I think it's going to be here all day vacuuming this out. But my first thing I want to do, you legends, sorry about the wind, is make sure that that pipe's clear, because it runs from there underground into that bush over there. And if that's blocked, as much as that's blocked, then that's going to be an absolute flipping mission, guys. So I'll unblock all the crap out of there, and I'll bring you back. I'll bring you black. Yes, guys, we have found the problem. So I've managed to clean that out of there. It's absolutely disgusting. There was some blocked up in here, but from about here down it seems absolutely clear. So I think it's just blocked this up. What I have noticed as well is, so in the bottom of this drum, this is the clean side and this is the dirty side. There's a pump. Now, even though the lid's off, this won't rotate. Sorry about the wind, guys, but the spray bar will work. And what's happened is, if I show you, if I press and hold this button, there's your spray bar, but look how weak it's got. And the reason for that is the pump in the bottom that's the clean water to spray the spray bar is completely blocked. So I'm going to have to empty this whole thing, clean it all out. It's a little valve down here, guys, so it's just going to get emptied onto the bloody grass, unfortunately. And empty all the crap out of there. Give the whole thing a clean out. I'll probably have to take the pump out the bottom, if I'm honest with you. It's down there somewhere. Blanket weed, absolute flipping nightmare, and it's windy and it keeps blowing me hair, guys. Mission iguan. So I'll bring you back. Sorry, guys, I'll bring you back when we've got to the bottom of it. Okay, but that's all full of blanket weed, guys. So that resolve has resolved absolutely nothing after 2 doses. So that ain't getting any of my recommendations anymore. Look at this crap in there, guys. That is absolutely filthy and disgusting. And there's the pump there, you legends. And as you can see, this is where it pulls the water from. You see that mesh? Can you see that? That's where it pulls the water from, and obviously because it's all blocked with blanket weed, it ain't doing nothing, mate. It ain't doing nothing. It's just all blocked up with this crap. Oh, that's a nice looking sky up there. Nice stop it. I'm going to stop all that, guys. Drives me mad though, if I'm honest with you, but it is what it is. What can you do about it? Well, I'll bring you back when I've hosed this out. I'm going to go and get a hose. You guys. Mad as a box of frogs, you legends. I'm going to go and get the hose, give that a good rinse out, give that pump a clean. It's looking like it's come off that pump there, so. And then we're going to have to get the jet wash and clean these bad boys before we can even start the pond vacuum scenario. Testicles. Yes, you legends. So it just goes to show you that even drums aren't bomb-proof. And anything can flip in at them. So I've got to rinse all this out, you legends, with the hose pod, just to get rid of all that blanket. There shouldn't be anything in the bottom of here. This is the clean side. So we're going to rinse all this out, you absolute lesbians, and then we'll get the jet wash set up. I haven't got my jet wash with me today, so, but luckily the absolutely famous superstar has got one, so we're going to use their one just to clean them off, which are completely blocked. So she did send me a picture, you legends, last week of the screens, but obviously it's the outside of the screens were fine, it was the insides that were all completely shut. And I'm going to run the hose through here as well, just to make sure that this isn't backflowing. I'll run the hose through here for a bit once I've finished, just to make sure that the water is flowing and it's not backing up. Well, I'll put the camera down so I can finish this off properly. Not so flipping nice. There you go, gang. That is all nice and cleaned out now. So I found out what the problem was. Obviously, once that drum's got blocked, the water's bypassed the drum and come over there because it's a pump fed system and through here. And then obviously all the dirty water is in the outside, which meant that the drum couldn't clean. So I'll just rinse the hose pipe through the waste tray as well, you legends, just to make sure that that's not blocked up in any way, shape or form, and that's not, so that's all good. You can even see it down there, look. We'll have to get the pond back in there and get that out. And then we've got to clean these screens off, so I'm just going to blast them off with the hose pipe first, and then I've got the jet wash over there. We'll give them a damn good jet washing, get this all back together, and then we'll try and start siphoning that flipping water out. It is very windy, guys. Let me come down here a bit. So, I have got with me some Prevent blanket weed, which doesn't contain copper as far as I know. So I might just put some of that in before I go as well. I know it's going to make the pond a bit cloudy. It's like blue rather than white. But hopefully that'll break it down enough for the filter to take it out without getting blocked up. So I'll bring you back when we got the jet wash out. In 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, gang, that is the drum all thoroughly cleaned out. The screens have been jet washed off and they're all back in as well. and I've managed to vacuum using the pond vac all the crud that was in the bottom of there, so it's even in these pipes here, guys. So I've I don't know what to do with that. I've rinsed it all out, but obviously once it all gets aerated, most of that will get broke up and sent back to the pond. So now, you legends, I'm going to set the pond back up over yonder. Set up this big 2-inch pipe. I'll bring you back and show you what I mean about that, because the pond's got gravel in and it's got small fish in as well. I don't want to be sucking any of those up. And we'll net all these leaves off, and then we'll start gravel siphoning all the crud out the off the bottom, because it's just absolutely flippy around, guys. My hair's probably a mess because it's blowing an absolute gale today. Yeah, so we'll vacuum out the bottom, and I was going to empty it because it was so bad, but I think by the time I've gravel softened it, it'll probably have gone down by a bit anyway, so try and shelter that from the old wind. It'll have probably gone down a bit anyway, so, and then we can just top it up, and I'll put some prevent blanket weed in and leave the auto top up on. So I'll bring you back when we're pond vacuum, and I'll show you my little contraption that I make. I have to drill a little hole in it, but I'll build it up and then I'll show you. Nice. Yes, you legends. So here is my contraption. So we've got some 2-inch pipe, a 2-inch to 1.5-inch reducer onto the end of the pond vac. I've got the clear one in there so I can see when it's running clear and when it's sucking up the blanket weed. And then all I've done, you lesbians, if I can see where I've done it, there, I've just drilled in a little hole so that when it's sucking, we can, I can put my thumb over it or not, just in case whether it's sucking up any gravel. Because if it sucks up the gravel, it's going to keep blocking that pipe up. The blanket weed's going to be blocking that up left, right and centre anyway, but I'll just have to keep clearing that out, dump it on the floor, and I'll try and show you how much it's taken out. So I have done this before, you legends. I'm a bit windswept today, maybe I'll get windburn. Yeah, so without further Scooby-Doo doggy-doo, will this actually work? I'll let you know in about, it's probably going to take me about 3 hours to vac this out, guys. Absolute mission, but it is what it is. She's one of my favouriteest famous customers in the world, so needs must. We need to get a pond back on track, guys, so let's do this. Nice. Flipping windy, guys, I tell you. I don't know how my hair's looking. Maybe with my fancy shades on. It was safety glasses, guys. They're not a fashion statement. I don't know if you noticed that, to keep away from these, because they're a bit flipping loose, they are. And I really didn't fancy going in there today. So we've managed to get most of the leaves off, you legend. We've used the absolutely amazing gravel siphoner, which has worked an absolute treat. Tons and tons of blanket weeds come out. So it's Jezza. Oh no, it's Caleb. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so that's all done. I'm going to get the pumps back in. So I'm going to put that net. I'm going to put the pump in the net and bring it as far over this way as I can, because I've really given this side a real good go. She has got 2 baby fish, guys, so I've kind of left this corner alone, because that's where they sort of hang out, the little devils. So yeah, she had a little spawn in and she's got 2 little baby fish. There may be even more when she can blooming see the bottom. So yes, guys, we'll get the pumps back in, get everything fired back up again, and then I'm just going to put in some prevent blanket weed. It's made by Blanket Answer, but as far as I know, it doesn't contain copper. So let's get these pumps back in. Testicles. The wind's probably killed this, guys. water is what it is, isn't it? See if we can get that pumping without the camera blowing over. Oh. Sorry guys, yeah, it got stuck in the net, so I had to throw it in, but then I've pulled it and just tried to make sure that it's the right way around. Where's the microphone? Tried to make sure it's the right way around, and I've put the little UV one in. So let's get this bad boy fired back up. We need to close that. Look all the crap that's come out of there, guys. To close that and give it a twizzle like that, because they're locked in place. Get all these switches back on. That's on. That's on. So yeah, that's bubbling, which means that the pump for the UV's on, which is nice. So now we just go get the drum up and running. We've closed that. Look at that in there already. In branch off a tree. Oh! I reckon the wind's killed this, guys. I don't even know if it'll make a video because been so windy. That's all what broke off the screens. Just got that there. A little breakdown. So yeah, that's all looking nice and clean in there. Let's get the lid back on, get it fired up, you legends. Flipping well windy. Yes, you legends, the drum is back in operation. I don't know if you can see, but I've put half a dose of treatment in. Both the pumps are working. The water that's coming out the drum is crystal clear now, so hopefully that will start to clear up. It is so flipping windy. Look at them trees, guys. So, as soon as I get home, flip you around. As soon as I get home, I'm going to order that Rode microphone, okay? Just so that, because it's probably ruined this video, to be fair. I'll bring it back at the church. Nice. Okay, you legends, we are back at the church. Yes, guys, with a nice, well-deserved beverage. Oh, you absolute legends. So, yeah, that blanket weed was a bit of a nightmare, guys. So, it had the blanket weed when we went over to service it. So, I don't know if you watched the video, but we changed all the UV bulbs, cleaned all the drum out, cleaned the pumps out and all the rest of it. And but because of the blanket weed, she treated with, for my recommendation as well, she treated with blanket weed resolve, and she did 2 treatments, and it did absolutely nothing at all. But it just goes to show you that drums are not bomb-proof, especially when it's a pump-fed system like that. So them screens were just block solid with that blanket weed. Obviously, it had gone into the tray, but I think most of it had fell in, because the tray was just solid. But luckily, I mean, imagine if all that pipe was full of blanket weed. That would have been an absolute mission. Like, I don't know how I would have done it. I would have had to rod it. You know it makes sense. But yeah, so I've vacuumed as much of the blanket weed off the bottom as I can, and obviously cleaned the pumps out. So it's their holiday home. It's not, but they've got properties all over the world, guys. But yeah, it's like a holiday home. So they're not going back there now until about the 20th. But they have got a gardener who goes in, so he's going to go sort of next week, just take the pumps out, make sure that they're clean. Because with the amount of UV on there, that pond should not go green. It's got 110 watt wires, which are like amazing. And it's got a 75 watt Evolution Aqua one, which they're okay. They're not the best. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going to go back on the 20th or the 21st of this month, because you'll be watching this on the 1st, just to go and check everything again, make sure the drums are working. 'Cause once it's clear, then it'll be absolutely fine. And you know, once all that blanket weed's gone off the bottom and it stops clogging the pumps up and the drum up, then it should work absolutely perfectly. But yeah, it just goes to show that drums are not bomb-proof. Blanket weed 1, a Wars drum 0. So yes, guys, Friday, you legends, I posted out all the stuff. I did a thing, guys. I did a thing. Yeah, so everything has been sent out. Jason Morby, you should have your t-shirt. Kerry Love, absolute legend, and her husband. I've sent the calendar. Ricardo, I've sent his t-shirt, and he loves these biscuits from Barbados because he's Bayesian, but he lives in the UK. So every time I go, I'll bring him back. They're called Shirley biscuits. I'll bring him back some of them. And actually, I nicked them all from because we go VIP Virgin Lounge, and they had a ton of them in there, so I just took the lot. So yeah, Paul Whitman, hopefully you've got yours. Vince Twisted Koi, I've sent him a mug and a t-shirt because it's one of the older mugs, guys. Steve Boover, I've sent his t-shirt. He's got that because he sent me a picture. I'll drop it in here. Very, very handsome man. Mr. Fox, I've sent his t-shirt, and the amazing Susan, I've sent her the t-shirt and the calendar, a white t-shirt in medium and a calendar. So yeah, Kerry has just messaged me to say that she's got her calendar. Steve Boover sent me a picture of his t-shirt, so that's all good. Yeah, so all of that stuff sent, guys. The next giveaway will be the new mugs. Talking of new mugs, you legends, check out this bad boy. Can you see that? Look at that. Off my good friend, Craig, you know, Scraggs. So I went over to his today, guys, because he had a few problems with his fish. Just like bumps and bruises and stuff, but you know, they were starting to get infected. So yeah, we just had to treat some of his koi. So that'll be in an up and coming video. I met Phil from yes, guys, I met Phil from Telford Koi Pond. He was at Craig's as well. So he's filmed that for a video for his channel. So if you haven't visited his channel, I wasn't a subscriber to his, but I am now. Absolute gentleman, really, really nice guy. And so is Craig's as well, both down to earth. So yeah, I spent the morning and the afternoon there going for all his fish. That'll be coming up in another video very soon. So yes, guys, I won't waffle on. Tonight, I am going to join the Twisted one, Mad as a Box of Frogs, on his live. So that's today's Saturday. You'll be watching this video Sunday. So if you want to watch that, you can go back and jump onto Twisted Koi's page, and you might be able to see some fun and games going on there with with me. So I get the wigs out. That'll be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah. So. Yes, guys, what have we got booked in for next week? I've got a massive pond clean to do. I haven't done it for, I'm sure it's 2 years, you know. It's got 2 Nexus on there. Lovely, lovely garden again. But we've got to empty it, get all the fish out, jet wash it, service the Nexus, service the auto cleans, change the UV bulbs. Pump fed job again, guys. And then what have we got after that? I've got a Nexus 220 to install. And a few other bits and bobs, guys. So I'll bring you that in the next up and coming videos. I've got loads of archived ones, guys. Oh God. So you legends. I'm a bit of a flipping, what would you call it? I could always go against the grain. I don't like being told what to do, always push boundaries. I'm a bit of a nut job, basically. Mad as a box of frogs. So in my last video, I put the 18 theme tune on it at the start. And I was advised not to by several very close people around me. And my plan was to put that on, but I also uploaded another video, the exact same video, but with just my normal music on. So that, because I can upload it on a Wednesday, but they won't copyright it until the actual time it's played. So I had a plan. I thought I'll put the 18 music on there, and then if I get an email, bing, saying that they've copyrighted it, then what I can do is after you lot have watched it live, bash, take it straight down, and then put the other one up, so that all the comments that are left would be jolly good show. So yeah, I put it on. All my videos get copyrighted for the music, but I actually pay an app to use the music and for the editing software. So what happens is I have to dispute the claim, and then after a month it just gets taken off, and then so it's like working a month in hand for YouTube basically. Well, you're 2 months because you work a month in hand for YouTube, and then they've got a month in hand for the flipping copyright things. So, but yeah, so it only come up with the copyright for the music. So I was like, yeah, win-win. So you guys watched it. It had 800 and something views overnight. But then I woke up in the morning, 6 o'clock. I was making myself a cup of coffee. I got a ping on my phone, opened the Gmail, and they copyrighted it for the 18 music. So I decided to leave it because I just thought, you know what, I've just got to stop being childish, grow up. And yeah, so I don't think there'll be any more 18 music or something. I got away with it ages ago, but I think it was before I had over 1,000 subscribers. Now we've got 3,100 and something subscribers, and it's all thanks to you legends that leave comments. So yeah, that's enough of me waffling on, guys. Cheers, you legends. So we have got a few t-shirts left. I'll probably give them away. I might even go to the show. I think next weekend, you legends, don't get me wrong or right on this, I think there is like an open day at the Koi collection, you know, Ken's place in Coventry. So I think another YouTubers go in there, and there's going to be like burgers and hot dogs and beers and stuff like that. So, you legends, let me know if you fancy going to there. I'll leave a link to that in the address and everything in the description. I'll leave a link to Phil's from Telford Koi Pond. I think it's Telford. I might have made the right balls up at this, guys. But he's a real, genuinely nice guy. And it was really good to meet him today. I'll leave a link to that. I'll leave a link to Scraggs, because if you're not subscribed to Scraggs, you absolutely should. Yeah, so there'll be links in the description. Let me know if you fancy going. And if you've got a t-shirt, wear it with you. And then we'll all turn up as the Koi Services crew legends. And then I think at the end of them next month, we've got the big Koi show. So I'll probably go to that. What I can do is I can go take some t-shirts with me. So if you're a subscriber and you come up, might be a chance that you can bag yourself a little t-shirt. So yes, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like these videos, give me a thumbs up here, because it really does help. Leave me a comment, even if it's just like, you know, Perky or not bed, Perky or legend, whatever. It really does help the channel grow. And as the channel grows, then I'll make more money off YouTube, which I can put into helping other subscribers just like you. So yes, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for all your comments. Take care of yourselves, take care of your koi, take care of your loved ones. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Nice. Absolutely.